day once again, my dear learners. How are you today? I hope that you're doing great. Welcome once again to our Grade 5 Mathematics class. Our topic for today is all about percentage, rate, or percent, and base. The learning competency defines and identifies percentage, rate, or percent, and base. This is for your module number 2 for the third quarter. Learning objectives. After going through this module, you are expected to define and identify percentage, rate, or percent, and base. Before we are going to proceed to our lesson, we are going to have the pretest first. Direction. Read the given problem and answer the given questions below. Here is a problem. 80% of the 50 pupils of Mr. Gomez like mathematics. How many pupils are math lovers? And here are the questions. Question number 1. How many pupils does Mr. Gomez have in all? Question number 2. What does 50 represent in the percentage problem? Question number 3. How many percent of the pupils like mathematics? And number 4. What is 80% in the problem? And number 5. 80% of 50 is equals to 40. What does 40 represent? So I'm giving you 20 seconds to answer these questions. And your timer starts now. And time is up, so let us check whether your answers are correct. And here are the answers. I hope that you were able to get the correct answer. Let us now have a review from our previous lesson. Question number 1. What does the word percent mean? And question number 2. Express 1500s and 45 is to 100 as percent. Number 3. What percent of the set is the smaller number? And these are the set. And question number 4. Using the illustration in item number 3, write the larger number compared to smaller number of bottles in ratio. So I'm giving you another 20 seconds to answer these questions. Your time is up. Let us now check, and here are the answers to the question. Number 1, per 100 or for every 100. Number 2, 15% and 45%. And number 3, 20%. And number 4, 8:2 or 8:2 in column form. Let us now proceed to our lesson. So we're going to start this lesson with this problem. A survey of 45 grade 5 students showed that 60% of them were afraid of earthquakes and thunderstorms. How many of the surveyed students were afraid of the earthquakes and thunderstorms? To solve this problem, you should know the 3 important elements. So we have the rate, base, and the percentage. Let's identify and define each term. So we write 60% of 45 is equals to 27. As shown in this illustration, 60% is the rate, and 45 is the base, and 27 is the percentage. So let's define and discuss further these 3 elements. The relationship among these 3 elements is P, which represents the percentage, is equals to the rate multiplied by the base, or rate times base is equals to the percentage. This is actually the formula in finding the percentage. Going back to the equation, 60% of 45 is equal to 27. 60% is the rate or percent. It is given as percent, or it is the number followed by a percent sign in the given problem. It can be expressed as ratio 60:100 or as fraction 60/100. As you can see, this is the rate because this is the number having the percent sign. Next, 45 is called the base. It is the whole or the total number of which you will take the percent. Here it is, 45. This refers to the total number. And 27 is called the percentage. This is a part of the whole. It is the resulting fractional part of the base. So I hope that everything is clear when it comes to identifying which one is the rate, the base, or the percentage in the given problem. So let's have another example. 15% of 300 is equals to n. What is the rate? Okay, that's right. The rate is 15%. 15 is followed by a percent sign. That's correct. What about the base? What is the base? Yes, the answer is 300. Percentage is the missing term that could be answered by multiplying the rate and the base. And this is being represented by n. So I think you are now ready to have your activities. For our activity number 1, let's have a practice. Write which is the rate, base, and percentage. So we have here number 1, 10% of 30 is 3. What is the rate, base, and the percentage in this given statement? Number 2, 15% of 400 is 60. What is the rate, the base, and the percentage? Number 3, 80% of 50 is 40. What about the rate, the base, and the percentage in this problem? Time is up, so it's time for me to reveal the answer. Check your own work. So here are the answers. Okay, let us now proceed to activity number 2. Keep practicing. This time you're going to write rate, base, or percentage to identify what you need to solve for. Question number 1. 60 is 15% of what number? What's the missing term here? Is it the rate, base, or percentage? Number 2. What is 87% of 100? Number 3. 4 is what percent of 8? And number 4. What percent of 50 is 5? And number 5. 22% of what number is 66? Remember that in this activity, you are just going to identify what is the missing term. What are you going to solve for? Is it the rate, the base, or the percentage? So I'm giving you another 10 seconds to answer these questions. And your timer starts now. Your time is up, so let us reveal the answer. In question number 1, the missing term is base. Number 2, percentage. Number 3, rate. While in number 4 is also a rate, and number 5 is base. I hope that you were able to get all of these 5 correctly. Now let's proceed to activity number 3. This is to test yourself. Complete each statement with the correct phrase or word to make it true. Number 1. In the statement 65% of 500 equals to n, 65% is called the rate because. Okay, number 2. In 25% of 500 equals to 125, 125 is the percentage because. Number 3. In the equation in number 2, 500 is the base. It tells what? Number 4. 500 is 50% of 1000. In this statement, 1000 tells about the. And number 5. N is equal to 30% of 60. N represents the. Okay, I'm giving you another 10 seconds to answer these questions. And your timer starts now. Time is up, so it's now time for me to reveal the answer. And here are the answers. So I hope that you were able to get the answers to these activities. Now let's proceed to the wrap-up. Identify the rate, base, and percentage in each of the given problems. Write in for the value of the missing element. Number 1. There are 30 fruits in a basket. 20 of them are mangoes. What percent of the fruits are mangoes? Question number 2. Angela baked 120 cookies. She put peanuts in 40% of them. How many cookies had peanuts in them? So identify which one is the percentage, the base, and the rate. Question number 3. Nico answered 90% of math tests correctly. He had 27 correct answers. How many items were there in the test? Which one is the percentage, the base, and the rate? Take note that the missing element should be represented by N. Okay, I'm giving you 10 seconds to answer this question. My timer starts now. Time is up, and here are the answers to the question in wrap-up. I hope that you were able to get all of these answers correctly. So let's now proceed to the valuing. Based on the survey conducted among 40 grade 5 students, 75% of them were afraid of earthquakes and thunderstorms. This time, I would like you to write your answer on the blank sheet of your paper. To which group do you belong? Do you belong to the 75% who are afraid of earthquakes and thunderstorms? Or the 25% who are not afraid? Are you also afraid of earthquakes and thunderstorms? Why? Okay, in times of disaster, what should you do? In order to answer this question, unscramble the letters in each figure to form words that would lead you to a safer environment. This time, you are going to unscramble the letters or the words in each figure so that you will be able to form the correct word. So I hope that you were able to unscramble and form the correct word in each of this figure. Let's now proceed to your post-test. Direction: identify and define the missing term in each of the problem. Write rate, percent, base, or percentage on the first blank and the definition on the second blank. Number 1. 24% of 30 is what number? Number 2. 12 is 40% of what number? And number 3. 7 is what percent of 14? Letter B. Fill in the blank with the correct word or phrase to make this statement correct. Number 1. Percent can be expressed as ratio, fraction, or number 2. Percentage will be more than the base if the rate is. So I'm giving you another 10 seconds to answer these questions. Your time is up. And here are the answers. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that you were able to learn your lesson well today. Thank you and goodbye. God bless you.